Hello, everybody. Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome back to the Bleav in USA podcast. I'm your host Tyler Carter.
And I'm your host, Cody Vanciello.
Cody, welcome back. I want to hear your thoughts about the Final Four. What'd you think?
Definitely underwhelming for the Big 12. This was the
Yeah,
opportunity for them, obviously, to really stake their claim and really assert they are, in fact, the quote unquote best conference in men's basketball. I mean, that's been a thing. I think, us as Iowa State fans, we've thrown around. We've seen other fans throw that around. Even Brett Yormark has thrown around that. But the fact is, Michigan, and by no means, like, Michigan pantsed Arizona on national television in the Final Four. And I think that just shows the level of Michigan, just how elite they are. Because we thought we had the national championship game between Michigan and Arizona, because those two teams are really walking into this tournament as like the two best teams. But it's clear that there was a gap between Michigan and Arizona resulting from this game. And I think it just shows an indicative pattern of what went on this year with the Big Ten, at least at the top, like all the tournament teams above probably the rest of the conferences, at least this year.
yeah. Unfortunately, like it shows how much of a wagon the Big Ten is because it's just like ever since the NIL era has happened, it just seems like every single year that the SEC and Big Ten are just continuing to separate themselves, which stinks. Unfortunately, when the Big 12 has had a chance to represent itself well, it hasn't. So
And
I guess it's just something
but
that
I mean, even at the beginning of the NIL era, the Big 12 did win two national championships in men's basketball.
they
Baylor and
did.
Kansas were the two teams that did, but since then it has not. They have not necessarily brought the hardware. I mean, Houston did make it to the national championship game, but unfortunately they fell to Florida, and I mean that was a really like elite Florida team. And then this Michigan team is really, really like hitting their strides, and then so it's just a. But I mean, this tournament overall felt a bit disappointing for the Big 12. Some of the teams that we
Yeah.
thought were going to go far didn't. Um, Arizona, I mean, they got to where they wanted to the Final Four, but they certainly want to win the national title. Iowa State, Houston, um, were definitely two teams that were expecting to get further, but fell short both in the Sweet 16. Texas Tech, I think if they had JT Top and they would have gone on a deeper run. Kansas kind of disappointed in the tournament. So it's just an overall disappointing show for the Big 12.
Yeah, I think this the story of this year for the Big 12 was injuries. Honestly, it's just
Mm-hmm.
that the injuries honestly derailed what could have been a really good tournament for the Big 12. So